Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be covering concepts on interest, that is simple interest and compound interest. So basically simple interest can be defined as a constant percentage change and it depends on the initial value, whereas compound interest is successive percentage change and it depends on the current value. We all might have read it somewhere or have come across the formula for simple and compound interest, which is basically simple interest is equal to principal into rate of interest into time upon 100, and compound interest here is principal into 1 plus rate of interest raised to n minus principal. So if amount becomes m times in t years, then rate of interest is equal to 100 into the formula that is given. So this formula is specifically useful when you are just asked to find rate of interest and the amount is given. Last point is compound interest can be considered as interest on simple interest. So let us look at this, what it exactly means. So say you start with 100 rupees, then with 10% compound interest it becomes 110 at the end of first year or first period. Then for the second year we see that compound interest will give you 10% is this, whereas, so I'll just write here SI. Okay, so the difference you see, the interest is taken on this value, that is what 10% of 110 is 11, and that is adding it becomes the total amount as 121. Whereas in simple interest, interest is always taken on the initial value, that is what is mentioned here as well, initial value and current value. So the interest amount will always be 10% of this value, whereas the interest value for component keeps on changing based on the recent one. So the next one will be 12.1 adding to this. So 133.1, whereas this becomes 130. I hope everyone got this point. Basic difference between CI and SI. Next, there are also formula to calculate amount based on different time periods. That is, interest if it is calculated based on quarterly or half yearly or number of months, monthly that is. That also can be calculated using this formula. These two formulas. So this is all about the basic concepts of that come under interest. Now we will take a look at the examples on how can we solve this. That is basic application of these formulas and concepts on the real life problems. Thank you.